Michael Landon was the absolute definition of the ultimate TV dad. With his rugged charm and kind, tear-filled eyes, he spent decades playing the strong, dependable patriarchs every family wished they had. From little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza to Charles Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie, Landon radiated warmth, morality, and safety to millions of viewers. But behind the studio lights, Landon was quietly wrestling with intense demons. Long after his untimely passing, the flawless image of America's favorite father has been re-examined. Years later, his daughter Leslie finally broke her silence, confirming a heartbreaking truth about her father's private life and a critical decision she believes he would have deeply regretted. Welcome to Royal Time of Hollywood. Today, we are peering behind the wholesome facade to reveal the quiet burdens, deep scars, and hidden trauma that shaped the life and tragic end of Michael Landon. The childhood trauma that fueled the drive. Michael Landon's path to television glory was forged in severe childhood chaos. Born Eugene Maurice Orowitz on October 31, 1936, in Queens, New York, he grew up in a household deeply fractured by emotional and religious hostility. His father, Eli Orowitz, was a Jewish theater manager, while his mother, Peggy O'Neill, was an Irish Catholic dancer. Their volatile marriage turned their home into a psychological battlefield. Peggy deeply resented her husband's background, a bitterness that she directly took out on young Eugene. In a stunning display of cruelty during his bar mitzvah, his mother leaned over and whispered that she had secretly baptized him as an infant to deliberately invalidate his spiritual identity. Worse still, Peggy struggled with severe mental health issues, frequently staging dramatic suicide attempts in front of her son. The constant terror took a physical toll on Eugene, who developed chronic bedwetting. Instead of offering comfort, his mother publicly humiliated him, hanging his soiled bedsheets outside his window for the whole neighborhood to see. Decades later, Landon channeled this intense humiliation into art, writing and directing the raw, 1976 semi-autobiographical film The Loneliest Runner. It was a cathartic attempt to release the heavy chains of his past. From broken dreams to Hollywood stardom, desperate for an escape, Eugene found solace in athletics, becoming a high school javelin champion. His powerful throwing arm earned him an athletic scholarship to the University of Southern California, USC, which felt like his golden ticket out of misery. But fate struck a brutal blow when a severe shoulder injury permanently shattered his athletic dreams, stripping away his scholarship and his sense of identity. Stranded in Los Angeles, he took odd jobs, eventually pumping gas near the Warner Brothers studio lot. It was there that a talent agent spotted his striking looks and intense presence. Seizing the opportunity for a completely fresh start, he picked the name Michael Landon out of a phone book, effectively burying Eugene Orowitz and his trauma. By 1959, Landon achieved ultimate stardom as Little Joe Cartwright on Bonanza. When that mega hit ended, he transitioned flawlessly into creating, directing, and starring in Little House on the Prairie, followed by Highway to Heaven. He became an absolute Hollywood powerhouse, carefully constructing a professional world where he was completely in control, a sharp contrast to the chaotic home of his youth. The hidden battles and on-set control. Yet, no amount of fame could fully heal his deep psychological wounds. To cope with the brutal pressure of running entire network productions, Landon heavily self-medicated. He became a chain smoker and drank excessively behind closed doors, masking his deep-seated anxieties with effortless humor. His obsession with control extended to his sets. While incredibly generous, often paying crew members' medical bills out of his own pocket, he possessed a sharp temper and a demanding perfectionism. Co-stars like Alison Arngrim later described him as a magnetic but volatile figure who ran his sets with absolute authority. Tragedy also continued to follow him. In 1959, right as Bonanza took off, his father died suddenly of a heart attack, permanently closing the door on any emotional reconciliation. Years later, in 1973, his adopted daughter Cheryl survived a horrific car crash that killed her boyfriend. Landon spent endless nights by her hospital bed, vowing that if she survived, he would create a television show dedicated to healing. That sacred promise ultimately birthed Highway to Heaven. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the other stories and shocking updates on our channel. We've covered many incredible celebrity journeys, tragic endings, and untold Hollywood secrets that you don't want to miss. Binge watch our previous videos to discover more surprising facts, emotional stories, and where your favorite stars are today. Your support helps us bring you more powerful content like this, so don't forget to explore, watch more, and stay tuned for the next video. The affair that fractured an image. Landon's carefully maintained image as America's wholesome father figure suffered a massive public blow during the later years of Little House on the Prairie. The public was utterly stunned when news broke that the 40-something star had begun a romantic affair with Cindy Clerico, an 18-year-old stand-in on the set. The fallout was immediate and messy. In 1982, Landon divorced his wife of nearly 20 years, Lynn No, shattering the idealized family image his fans adored. The public backlash deeply wounded Landon, causing him to become highly defensive, private, and fiercely distrustful of the Hollywood media. The heartbreaking diagnosis and Leslie's revelation. In April 1991, Landon's relentless pace came to a screeching halt. After suffering from agonizing stomach pains, he received a devastating diagnosis: terminal pancreatic cancer that had already aggressively spread to his liver. True to his fighting spirit, he went public with his illness, making a final, emotional appearance on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson to advocate for strength and positivity. Tragically, just 3 months after his diagnosis, Michael Landon passed away on July 1, 1991, at the young age of 54. For years, the family guarded his memory in silence. But eventually his daughter, Leslie Landon, who starred alongside her father on Little House before becoming a professional psychologist, finally opened up to confirm the long-whispered rumors surrounding her father's health habits. The one thing that I know was part of my dad's personality was his stubbornness. I don't think staying on top of his health was a priority. I think he put it aside. Leslie revealed that Landon possessed an old-school, stubborn defiance when it came to medical professionals. He consistently avoided routine checkups, choosing to stubbornly push through physical pain instead of seeking early medical intervention. In a deeply emotional reflection, Leslie stated, "I think if my dad were alive today, he would say, 'Boy, I blew it.'" A complex legacy of love and pain. Today, Michael Landon's brilliant children carry on his artistic spirit. His son Michael Jr. directs deeply emotional family films. Christopher Landon is a highly successful Hollywood horror director, and his daughter Jennifer Landon has achieved major fame as the fierce, unforgettable Teeter on the hit drama Yellowstone. Ultimately, Leslie's heartbreaking revelation reminds us that Michael Landon was not the invincible, flawless hero he played on television. He was a profoundly complicated, deeply human man who ran from a traumatic past, built an empire of comfort for millions, but sadly forgot to protect his own health in the process. What is your favorite memory of Michael Landon? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Royal Time of Hollywood, and hit that bell notification